Hey there everybody, this is Destroyer X and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut. We are completely done with Tails' playthrough and we're now going to start the Knuckles the Echidna playthrough. So this is going to be exciting. We get to learn a lot about Echidna history and we also get a brand new game mechanic. But first, we're going to select Knuckles right here and get right into his plot. So here it comes.
As far back as I can remember, I've been living here on this dark island, always guarding the Master Emerald from anything that could harm it. I don't know why I was given this job, why it was my fate. Destined to be here forever. What the? What's going on here? Oh no! Something's happened to the Master Emerald! Huh? Who are you? Did you do this? Oh, I'll get you for this! Oh! Ah! Hey! No fair! Wait! What's happening to you? Come back here! Whoa! That was incredible! I've never seen anything like it! Oh no! It's starting to happen! Without the Master Emerald's power, this whole island will fall into the ocean. It's up to me to find the missing pieces of the Master Emerald. It won't be easy. Pieces flew off everywhere. Guess I better start looking anywhere I can.
And with that, the Knuckles playthrough begins. Knuckles is capable of gliding by trapping air underneath his dreadlocks and just glide to the ground from there. To glide, all you have to do is hit the jump button and then hold the jump button to glide. Knuckles is also able to do punch attacks. You can tap the action button for one punch, tap it quickly twice for two punches, and if you tap it quickly 3 times, you can do a punch, punch, punch. And it's incredible. Besides the glide and besides the punch, Knuckles is capable of gliding into walls, and depending upon the wall, he can actually climb it. Knuckles is also able to do a spin jump, and he's also able to do a spin attack. But now we are in Speed Highway, and like Tails, he's only able to access certain areas of Speed Highway and other stages. And we get into the mechanics of Knuckles' playthrough. Knuckles is able to... Well, the thing is, Knuckles has to find Knuckles has to find the shards of the Master Emerald. And fortunately for Knuckles, he is able to sense the shards of the Emerald. But fortunately for us, we can actually find out where the Emerald shards are with that nifty little radar on the bottom center of the screen. There are several degrees to the radar. If it is completely grayed out, you're nowhere near the emerald shard. If it is blue, you're cold. Then it goes to green, and then it goes to yellow, then it goes to pink, and then it goes to red. If it's red, you're right at the emerald shard, and other colors are, you know, they're arranged accordingly and whatnot. Fortunately, because this is the beginning area, the first two areas are not too bad in terms of finding emerald shards, but eventually it'll get to the point to where you're going to have to start digging for emeralds, which we'll get an upgrade later on that'll allow us to do that. However, if you ever get lost trying to figure out where an emerald shard is, all you have to do is touch one of those hint orbs, and many of the hint orbs in Knuckles' playthrough will actually zip towards the nearest location of an emerald shard, which makes things a lot easier if you're doing the level C missions. The level B missions, those require you to find the emerald shards without having to touch a single hint orb. And the level A missions, they require you to find all of the emerald shards within a certain time limit. The level A missions are annoying. I've completed them when I played it on the Sega Dreamcast, and I will not be doing them in this playthrough. So for those who want me to do the level B and level A missions, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do those. As I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but let's see. The emerald shards, they can be located in random objects, they can be located in enemies, they can be located anywhere. So as long as you glide around, you'll have a pretty good idea on where to go to actually, you know, try and find some emerald shards. Just glide around until the radar reacts, and you'll be good from there. But now we are done with Speed Highway, so we can move on. I haven't mentioned this in the Sonic and Tails playthroughs yet, but if you're ever lost and not sure what to do for your next objective, each area of the adventure fields, they'll actually have those hint orbs, and what you want to do is touch the hint orb and it'll tell you where you need to go. Like the hint orb by the train station will tell you to head to, you can go to the casino at nighttime. So that's not too bad. What else is there? Michael McGarn is the voice actor of Knuckles for this game. And if you haven't heard of him, I wouldn't be surprised. This is the only game he voices Knuckles in. For Sonic Shuffle, Knuckles is voiced by Ryan Drummond, who's the voice of Sonic. Why Michael McGarn left the franchise after Sonic Adventure, I don't know, and I don't really care. What we want to do is climb up to the poster and hit the button, and we can enter Casinopolis. So now we can, well, do things in Casinopolis. Yay! There are some areas in Casinopolis that you will not be able to get to. For example, you will not be able to get into any of the slot machine games. You will not be able to get into Dilapidated Way, which is the sewer area that's underneath Casinopolis. But you're able to get to these upper areas though, because of the springs that are conveniently located around Casinopolis now, and it's not too bad, is it? Of course, in the Sonic playthrough, there wasn't a statue there. From what I read on the internet, if you manage to collect a certain amount of rings during his playthrough, you can actually create that statue, which probably explains why it's there now in Knuckles' playthrough. Beyond that, there are some occasions, because the fact that the Master Emerald Shards, those are always in random locations. So, assuming that you enter a level, you lose a life, you will have to start the level again, and the Emerald Shards will be in new locations. That also is true if you beat a level, and of course you go, if you beat a level and you manage to, well, get an emerald, blah blah blah. I'm getting tongue-tied. You have to be a bit creative at times when trying to find emerald shards in this place, because there are quite a few areas to look in terms of finding emerald shards. One such place is the Sonic statue in the center of the stage. And for the life of me, I know you can shatter the statue. And I spent a few minutes trying to do that. But for the life of me, I could not figure out how to shatter the statue, because you have to shatter it at a certain point. So I will leave it for now and come back to it later. So at the moment, I'm just trying to find the other emerald shard, which I saw on the radar. And it's beeping at me. It's beeping at me. Where do I need to go? Where do I need to go? Well, apparently I don't need to go up, so I need to go down. It's reacting. Oh, it's yellow. It's yellow. Ooh, it's pink. It's right there. Turn around, Knuckles. Turn around. Haha. Come on, Knuckles. You can do it. You can do it. Got it. Now there's still the problem of the final emerald shard. I could not figure out exactly where I need to hit the statue at. And eventually I do get to a point where I take a pause. It's not here, of course. But no, that's not it. But yeah, eventually I get to a point where I just pause because I couldn't figure out where to hit the statue at. Actually, I will tell you. If you are facing the front of the Sonic statue, what you will need to do is you will need to hit Sonic's left foot. There is a crack on Sonic's left foot, and if you hit that crack, the whole statue will fall apart, and you'll be able to get an emerald shard if there is one located underneath there at the time. Because, as I mentioned, the emerald shards are there in random locations each time you play the stage. So this is me looking on the internet to see if how to actually shatter the statue. I'm like, how do I do it? And I managed to get the instructions on how to do it. So all I have to do now is just glide down and hit Sonic's left foot. And there's the emerald shard. We managed to do it. Yes. Knuckles will pretty soon he'll have a flashback thanks to Call, and that's coming up next, so watch out for it. Here comes the plot.
Good enough. Where in the world am I? I don't remember being here before, but something about it is familiar. This is very strange.
During Knuckles' storyline, we get to learn all about his heritage. And this will actually this will be a key item later on as we find out how Chaos came to be and whatnot. But we're gonna get into some more plot, so here we go.
To Call, the 7 emeralds are essential to our survival. It is for the good of all our people.
How can I make you understand? Attacking other countries, stealing and killing can't be the right path to peace. No one has the right to take their holy grounds. I beg you, Father!
Huh? Now where am I? Back in Station Square, I see. What's going on here anyway?
I try to get a shot of Cream the rabbit, but I fail miserably. But what we want to do now is head back to the Station Square Hotel, where we'll encounter an interesting fellow. Here we go.
Hey, it's Dr. Eggman. What's he got there? It's gotta be a part of the Master Emerald. Hold on! Come back here! Eggman, give me back the Master Emerald.
Knuckles! Oh, this isn't what you're after!
You're right.
That's okay, though. I can use you as a guinea pig to test it. Chaos! Chaos!
Chaos? It's that creature again. The same one I saw on my island. He was there when the Master Emerald shattered. I'm sure of it. He saved me the trouble of looking for him. Now I'll get him good.
Way to go, Chaos!
Ha! Changing shape won't scare me. Fine, give it your best shot.
Now we're facing off against Chaos 2. Knuckles is the only person that's actually able to battle Chaos 2, just like how Sonic's the only one that can battle Chaos 0. When Chaos converts himself into that giant bubble, you can actually just bounce right into him by gliding, and that'll push him back. The best way to attack Chaos is if you... Chaos will eventually get to a point where he'll stretch his arms trying to attack you. And when that happens, he'll be vulnerable, and you just hit him and go from there. You can either dash into him, not dash into him, you can either glide into him when he's doing that, or you can also punch him. Or you can jump into him. Yeah. The puddle, that will damage you. The Chaos Emeralds, if you touch them, that will damage you as well. The Chaos Emeralds are a part of Chaos now, so that is why they will damage you. This isn't too hard of a boss battle. Now he's about ready to... Here in a little while he will do an attack which I've never seen before, but then again I've never really paid attention to it before, but... Because, well, it's not very often that I play through the Chaos boss battle. But, oh well. For the last thing that he can do is he's able to separate himself into smaller water droplets to try and attack you, and when that fails he'll reconstitute himself, and well, you just have to, well, eventually attack him whenever he's vulnerable and you win the battle. That's all there is to it. It's not a very hard battle at all. See, he's vulnerable and he is out.
Is that all you got?
Now we are done and we can get those... Well, those aren't Master Emerald shards, but here comes some more plot.
Bah, so what if you won this time? You have yet to see the true powers of chaos.
Yeah, that still doesn't faze me. You hear?
I know something that might. It's about Sonic.
What? What about Sonic?
He's after the pieces of the Master Emerald too.
What do you mean?
You're not the only one on a wild goose chase, idiot. Why should I ruin your surprise?
I wonder what he meant by that. I'd better find Sonic.
And with that, part 11 is over. For part 12, we're going to see how gullible Knuckles is. And oh my goodness, he is so gullible. That's one thing about him that has never changed since his inception in Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, is that he's very easily tricked. Eggman took advantage of that in Sonic 3 whenever the the Death Egg landed on Angel Island, and he tricked Knuckles into thinking that Sonic and Tails were the bad guys, and oh my goodness, he is so gullible. Oy vey. Anyway, part 12 will be coming here in just a little bit, whenever that may be, because I haven't recorded a commentary for it yet, but stay tuned, and I will have part 12 out eventually. Alright, ciao for now.